Hello everyone, welcome to Conversations with Dr. Rich. My name is Dr. Rich.
And it's your boy Ramos.
Yes, and today we're going to be discussing some tips on college and give you guys some college advice, some things that we learned when we attended college. I'm a graduate of Spelman College in Atlanta, Georgia. Woo woo.
I'm a graduate of Bacone College in Muskogee, Oklahoma.
Yes, and so we went away to school. We're both, if y'all are familiar with us, we're from Houston, Texas. And so we did go away to school. We love H-Town though, that's forever our home. Yeah. Yeah. And so we just want to give you guys some tips, some things that we learned when we were in college and some things we wish we would have done also. So we're just going to go ahead and jump into it. Number one, you want to make sure that you find a church home. That is so important when you go off to school because you're going to need that support system, and you want to make sure that you go to church that Sunday. If your parents are dropping you off or whoever's dropping you off, allow them to take you to church, introduce yourself to the church, let them know that you're there for college and that you're going to be making this your church home. And you'll need the support, and that they'll be looking out for you. I know Ryland had a really good experience. Yes. I did too, going to church in Atlanta also. So just make sure you find a very good church home. God is going to be the one that will never leave you, never let you down, especially when you're in college, away from your family, familiar surroundings, your friends, and you're just starting just a new chapter of your life. So you want to just make sure you keep God first.
Yeah, and one thing I say about the church home, wherever you go, when you find one, they will hold you accountable because they will begin to look for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that's what happened with me. I think I missed a couple weeks. I was wrestling with them. But,
that's okay.
But guess what? Shoot, God got me the clamps. I got out that thing. So so they will hold you accountable, but it's great to have. Another thing that I would say as far as college tips, time management. Yes. Time management is key. When you get to college, you will have more free time than you may have ever had in your entire life.
True.
Especially in your entire like young adult life. And then you have friends and people all around that's around your same age. So of course, you want to make sure that you set aside time for fun. Then you understand you set aside time for business.
Yes. So, and also, I love that, right? Make sure you set up a schedule. Make sure, because in college, you don't have to be in class all day like you are in high school or middle school. If you weren't homeschooled, and you went to public or private school, it's not going to be like that. You're going to have certain times you're in class, and you're going to have some times you're not in class. Or you may have 3 classes on one day, maybe a couple of more on another day. So
or some none.
No, or some none. Yeah, exactly. So you want to make sure that this is preparing you for life. So make sure you set up a schedule, a time to work out. I know I'm a morning person, so I like to work out in the morning because by the time it's 5 or 4 or late in the day, I'm tired and I'm more ready to chill and relax. So you may want to work out in the morning, and then you say, I'm going to class, then I'm going to go study or whatever, shower. Just make sure you have a good schedule for yourself. Learn yourself and learn what you like. Learn whether you're a morning person or a night owl, and just kind of set up your schedule around that.
And also, time management is a life skill.
Yes.
This is not just something that you can do for college and that's it. No, but this can actually set you up for the future. So once you get into the workforce or being an entrepreneur, whatever you want to do, you can already use that schedule for when you get to your work self.
Yeah, in your career. That's so true. Yeah, and then piggybacking off of that, you also want to make sure you take the time to do internships, research programs. If you're into the science majors, I was a biology major. So if you're into those type of majors or the STEM, mathematics and chemistry and science, all that stuff, they have a lot of research programs that you can participate in, and you actually can get money that you can get paid for school and everything like that. So definitely take advantage of that. Don't spend your summers. Don't just run back home and then don't just blow it on vacations, all that. Use that time wisely and try to do something starting your freshman year, because that's going to build your resume and build your relationships and networking with other companies, other people. So in the future, when you get ready to graduate, you can go back and maybe possibly get a job, or you have people who can write recommendation letters for graduate programs for you. So that definitely take out time to do that. Talk to advisors, talk to counselors, talk to your professors, talk to other students, because make sure you're really learning and networking so that you can really have good opportunities when you go into your profession.
And I was going to say this for the student athletes. For those young people, make sure you spend your summers, hopefully working on your craft. You don't want to come back from summer break, winter break, and you're not, your best you. So, I know one good thing you can do, if you're in the Houston area, go to Fundy Recreational Center or other rec centers that you feel like
for basketball.
For basketball.
Yeah.
But find a group of guys that's going to push you, physically, mentally, emotionally, to hopefully prepare you for that next year, because you want to come back better each year, so that hopefully you can either go to another level as far as in whatever path you have, football, basketball, volleyball, cheer, dance. Or, you can become a coach or anything like that. So just spend your summers being productive. Yeah. Don't just spend them like, hey, I'm just going to chill. No, listen, those who are successful do not chill. They find ways to become better. Yeah. So,
and that's what anything, sports, athletics, or whether it's in your schooling and doing internships or research programs, anything. It's a lot of money out there that you can really take advantage of, that you can really get paid better than just going to work at Walmart, which we did. We did in college. We came home our first year, we worked at Walmart to make money. And but after that, we started taking advantage of summer programs, summer camps for basketball, and then research programs for me that I did, and I was able to make more money. So don't just go back to get that hourly job when you can make way more than that in those couple of weeks that you're off.
And I was gonna say this, and I think you made a good point, Dr. Rich. You want to find something in your field, whatever your field is, whatever you want to do, go in that field, and then even if they're not being paid, even if they're not gonna pay you, it's okay. Because guess what? You can build your resume by just going there and doing free labor
and build connections.
Yes, I know. I think it was Diddy that did that.
I think so.
I think he started off with just going to get coffee and just being around. And the more people see that, because what I feel about it is that when you do things for free, people are like, man, so you just going to do this just because? Yes. And that builds a good rapport. So
I definitely agree with that, Rod. That's awesome. And we also want to make sure... Okay, we also I'm sorry, y'all off camera, y'all don't see what we're doing, but anyway, so Robin, stop it. But so anyway, we want to make sure that if you don't have to take off student loans, do not take off student loans. Do not take off student loans. Yes. Now, if you have to, it's about getting your education, definitely do that. But don't fall into the trap that we fell into. We have student loans that we definitely have to pay back, and we hate it. It sucks. We really wish that someone will find a button that will magically make all our student loans disappear, because they really are hindering our life sometimes. They also just to be real with you. So if we can prevent y'all from doing that, we definitely want to do that. Find scholarships, find grants that can cater to you, that will apply for everything. Do not shy away from it. And I know when you're a senior in high school, it's really annoying when your parents apply, or whoever your guardians are apply. You're like, man, just do it, y'all. Please, because you're going to regret it if you don't. And even if senior year you missed it, try to find other scholarships when you get to college. Just research. Go to the library. Find books, go online, find different scholarships. Try the Coca-Cola scholarship. I think that's a big one. I think they got scholarships for everything. Yeah, try the big companies. I think they have left-handed scholarships, because I'm left-handed. Find everything. And I know my mom, she was always in our ear about that, but I didn't really take heed. Yeah. So I really wish I would have.
I didn't either.
So learn from our mistakes, do better than us, and definitely don't take out student loans if you don't have to.
Or make friends with real rich people.
Stop it. No.
Hey.
We don't want no fake friends.
No fake friends.
Going off of friendships, we want to make sure that we have a good support team in college. So don't be so quick to make friends, because sometimes the people that you first meet when you get to college and orientation and stuff like that. Now sometimes God had y'all together and y'all stay friends. Divine plan. And y'all just stayed friends. But then sometimes those friendships may change, because you may get into your dorm or your suite, wherever you're at, and then you may meet other people that you have more in common with. So don't just don't rush to make friends too fast. Just, definitely be friendly with everyone, because you just don't know who's going to end up being your great friend. But be friendly, but take your time and make sure that you're choosing quality over quantity when it comes to friendship.
And the same thing with friendships. Don't be followers. Don't be a follower. Yeah. Make sure that you always know your limitations. Yes. One thing that I will say, that when I was in college, I wanted to make sure that I was a leader in everything that I did. So if it's something, if I really didn't want to go to the party, I'm not gonna let my peers or other people peer pressure
influence me
or influence me to go. So I would do I was like, look guys, if I really have a test tomorrow, if I'm just tired, I just catch it up. I'll catch up with y'all later on this weekend, or later on another day. Yeah. And it's okay to say no. Yes. Don't feel like you have to say yes to everything that your friends do, because I feel like sometimes in college people fall into that trap of okay, I just want to be cool.
I wanted to please people, and don't do that. Like Robin Wood, he's trying to say, which I love what you're saying, right? Is that also be authentic and be yourself. Yes. Don't just try to go. Some people try to go to college and reinvent themselves and become this whole new person. And who are you doing it for? Be yourself. Now, if you're just getting better, you're gonna change over time. time.
Blow up.
Yeah. You may just change and like when you reinvent yourself to become a better you, but don't reinvent yourself to please people or to like look a certain way or feel a some type of way. Be yourself, be authentic, and grow naturally. And become the best person that God created you to be naturally. And the right people, God's gonna bring them into your life. And sometimes you become friends, you don't even know how y'all became friends.
I know. I have friends right now that I always ask. I'm like, how did we become so cool? And it was just like, man, you know what? God just put bodies together and we ended up just being friends for life. You know what I'm saying?
And God always has your back. So now I know when you first get to college, it's scary, especially if you're going away to school, because you're just like, I'm in a whole new state. I don't know these people. And like, I'm telling you, when I first got to Atlanta, like God had people just situated, like they just came through, and it was really good how God did that, and I just love Him and thinking He's gonna do the same thing in your lives and everyone's lives. And
I want to say this also. If you're not a person just like an extrovert and you kind of more introverted, it's okay. You know, the best thing to do is just like Dr. Richard's saying, just be your authentic self and allow those people to come in your lives and step outside your comfort zone. You know, if you know that you're a person that normally doesn't party, and I'm not saying just go out there and go to every party, but step outside your comfort zone and maybe go to a social or something that so that you can get to know other people
and have fun, y'all. Like college is gonna be this once in a lifetime opportunity where you're gonna be around people your age. Y'all all are just free and having a good time, and you want to definitely take advantage of that and have fun with that and enjoy those moments with them. Go to the football games, go to the basketball games, get involved, get into the student council or student government. If you want to pledge, do research on the sorority or the fraternity, and try to do those things so that you can make those bonds with people and start that network of things. And also, if you don't understand something in your classes, make sure you go to classes because you're paying for these. You're paying for these classes, y'all. And I know sometimes you're like, forget it. I stayed up late. I'm not going to go to class. I went to that party. I'm tired. I'm not going. Y'all, go to class. Like, even if you go and you just have to roll up in there and then go back to your room and go to sleep, go to class because you're paying for it and you want to pass it.
Exactly. Even if you're not, literally coming out of your pocket or not literally coming out of your parents' pocket, but if you have scholarships, don't waste that money. You know, at this point, you're an adult. Let's make adult decisions. Get it out. And make sure that you do go to class. It's meant for you to be successful, but you have to want it. So you have to say, hey, look, if you were a night owl the night before, guess what? You're going to have to be
a morning person. You're going to have to be,
you're going to be hollering at the sun and run about that house and go to class. So please, don't waste time. Make this, a beautiful day to, be successful when you're in college.
And then if you don't understand something in your course or the class that you're in, definitely go to office hours with your professor. Start early. Don't wait until you're failing the class or wait until you made like a D and maybe failed or made a low grade on a test or something. Start when you first realize, if it's that first class, you're like, oh, something not right. I'm not really connecting. Everything's not connecting for me. Go ahead and start going to your office hours. Get to know your professor or the TA or whatever. And go ahead and if they have tutorials or if they have tutors, get connected with them. There's nothing wrong with that. If you need extra help to get you through the class, do it. Do what you need to do so you can be successful, and don't be embarrassed or ashamed about anything.
And I was going to say this. On your first day of college, when you go to your classes, introduce yourself. Go to your professor and introduce yourself. And a lot of times that changes the outlook of the professor on you, because they're gonna be like, man, this young man came in, or this young lady came in and introduced themselves. Okay, I'm kind of just see if they're gonna continue. And if you build those relationships will get you hopefully through your career at college. You know what I'm saying? And by just being friendly and being more godly. And
then you can also look into being like a RA. I know I was a resident assistant, I think for 2 years in college, and that's a way to make money as well as help and get involved on your campus, get to know more people, and also it's like a work study type thing. So if you need some extra money, you can look into being a RA, and you're being a mentor to others, hopefully, and helping them, and also they help you as well through that in college. So I think that's a good thing that you want to look into also. What else do we say? Oh, if you go to a party or anywhere and you sit your drink or your food down, do not go back to it. People are crazy, and people can put stuff in your food or in your drink and try to get you. So we don't want that. We don't want anybody to get hurt out there. So definitely be cognizant of your surroundings, especially if it's a large gathering where fights can break out or something can break out. Always know where the exit is so that you can be safe. Don't go off wandering in the dark by yourself, especially if you're a female too. Like,
I know, with somebody. Like, just don't somebody you don't know. Just don't be like, hey, come with me. No, hold on. Are your hands clean? You know, you make sure, like, nah, don't do that. And also, with the whole thing about friends, and you may have a roommate. Okay, and with roommates, you want to make sure that, you know, they understand their boundaries, and, you know, they understand your boundaries.
Yes.
You know, you didn't grow up with everybody.
Set boundaries.
Yeah, that's it.
Don't just be like, oh, it's okay. Yeah. Oh no, listen, forget that. Because by the time, August is gonna be cool. August is gonna be cool, but by October, November, December, y'all gonna be ready to get at each other.
I'm gonna tell you,
don't do
if you do not set boundaries,
it's gonna get out of here.
They will impose on you. Yes. I'm telling you,
they will assume that it's okay.
They gonna make more friends, and then they gonna start having their friends come over. They're gonna be drinking out your juice boxes. You be like, hold on, you didn't ask. You're like, man, I don't know you, because you're not supposed to know why you're in my room. So I'm telling you, the best thing to do is set boundaries. Let them know, like, hey, man, this is my side, man. As long as you keep your side clean, I'll keep my side clean. We good. Yeah.
You know? And compromise definitely with your roommates. Like, definitely if you have something shared, but if you do not trust them, or you don't trust their friends or something, lock your stuff up, lock your laptop up, lock your all your favorite snacks up, whatever's valuable, your jewelry, whatever something, lock it up when you leave the room, because not everyone was raised like you, or you know, some people just steal. Like, I'm just gonna people steal stuff.
Somebody said one celebrity said, I just like to steal. Yeah. I don't know who it was, but somebody, some people just like to steal stuff. Yeah. You know, make toothbrush, toothpaste.
Don't be a victim of theft, y'all. Like, if you can help it, because you know, people will try to get your little lock thing, locker, get a lock and lock that mess up. If it's really valuable to you, and if you like, just do it, and then until you can build that trust with people. But
don't be a jerk either.
Yeah,
you know, don't be like, oh, hold on,
don't sit on my bed.
Stop. Drop, roll. No, hold on, brother. There ain't no fire in here. What you doing? So please, don't be a jerk, but at the same time, don't sit there and
be kind,
don't be
nice.
rude. Yeah,
but don't let them run over you. But definitely be if you have like 5 bottles of water and your roommate starts to give you a bottle of water.
If you know your brother ain't had water in 2 days,
and y'all know that cafeteria, it closes at certain times. So definitely have snacks, or have your little money, or little gift cards that people gave you when you graduated from high school.
You know what? That's
save all that stuff.
Dr. Rich, you said something. When people give you money for graduation, don't be foolish about, man, I'm about to get these ladies jeans. They $79.99.
I'm about to buy some. Yeah,
don't do that.
Save it.
I'm going to tell you save it, because it's going to be a day in college where you can be like, man, everybody going to be like, man, I ain't got no Roman noodles. I don't have no bread. What we gonna do? You gonna be like, man, I got you. And guess what? You be building friends for life. They're like, hey, around that time I didn't have nothing. You gave me a piece of your cookie.
And then when they have something, they gonna look out for you.
I'm telling you.
And if they not, they're not your friend. Move on to somebody else's friend.
Lock it up. Just lock it up.
Yeah.
Like, listen, if I got your bag, and if I'm hungry, I'm getting hunger pains. You eating a fat burger.
You offer me a bite?
I need a piece of that cheese.
You're so silly, Robin. But yeah, so I think those have been some good tips. Hopefully that y'all can learn. We may do a part 2, because something will probably come to our mind after we cut this video off, and we're gonna be like, oh, we wish we had said that.
I do want to say college is important.
Yes.
No, we understand that not maybe everybody may not go to college, but college is important.
And we definitely recommend it, even if not, just to broaden your horizons.
Yes.
Allow you to meet other people. Even me going to HBCU, which I love, and I always recommend for people to go to HBCU, especially if you're an African American person. It's such a beautiful thing to see so many people that look like you, but you know, they're want to be successful, and they are successful, but we're still so diverse. We come from so many different backgrounds, and we can all learn from each other. And if you go to a predominantly you know, other institution, it's still fine, like Ramos, he did. We have the best of both worlds here. And he got to go to my graduation and see what I saw for those beautiful 4 years, and then I was able to go to his graduation and see what he saw for those 4 years. And so it's really cool just to go. God had us where he needed us to be at those moments, and I'm glad we have each other to talk to. We have y'all to hopefully encourage and talk to as well. And so we know that education is important. It may not be for everyone, but we definitely are advocates for education, especially putting yourself in a position where you can be more successful and have more and better careers where you can provide for yourself and your families and help others in this world. So yeah,
more options, baby.
Yes, more options, more options. Life. But and we wish education could be free, but obviously it's not.
We wish it was free.
Yeah, but definitely if you can't get scholarships and grants, do that. And if you have to take all those, take them out. But if you don't have to, please don't. Yeah, learn from us.
Leave where it's at.
Yes. So y'all, we hope you enjoyed us on another we hope you enjoyed the conversation of one, and that you join us on another conversation with Dr. Rich
and your boy Raho.
Yes, and we love you guys. Don't forget to
like, comment, share, subscribe.
Yes. All that good stuff. Follow us on social media. Love you guys. See you guys on the next video. Bye.
Did you hold on?
Yes.